Now I'd like to welcome a poet and songwriter all the way from Malaney, who's come down especially today to perform for you. Can I introduce Mr. Lynch?
Thanks very much, Phil. And thanks everybody for organising this. Leslie and Wendy and Valerie and Phil and all the lovely people that's been involved with organising today. I'm trembling, I'm shaking, honest to God, and it's not stage fright. I'm excited because I don't think for 1 second that this is a band-aid procedure. I think finally we're on the threshold of doing something very serious about a very, very serious crime against humanity. Because domestic violence, in my opinion, is the most hideous of all forms of violence. Because the victim doesn't get persecuted by a soldier in a foreign war, but by somebody who's supposed to nurture and love that person. And that is why it is so sad. And because the victim so often goes away believing that they actually deserved it, that they had it coming, and that they were bad. And that is, I think, the saddest thing of all. And the scars of domestic violence run so deep and they last a lifetime and longer. They so often spill into the next generation and the next and the next. I wrote a poem for Christy. I've known Christy all my life, since I was a little child. Christy never really dealt with this stuff except by making jokes and being a comedian in the life of the party. And he's a great dancer, very outgoing, funny person, but he's never really dealt with this stuff. If you know Christy like I know Christy, Christy wakes up screaming and in terror and in horrors from stuff that happened 50 years ago. Like Elton John said, the scars that won't heal. So I wrote Christy this little poem. It's a bit heavy, but I got something really encouraging just afterwards, okay, so don't go away. What secrets hide behind your smile, behind your wild and wayward ways? You sing and dance and laugh and love, but can you erase the bad old days? Your world is bright and gay it seems, but sometimes in your distant gaze I see the frightened little child who can't erase the bad old days. And I wish that I could travel back and blind those eyes that fiercely glazed, and take your little hand in mine and help you through the bad old days. And then perhaps you'd sleep in peace, love and freedom all encased, and all your haunting dreams would cease. Erased, erased, at last erased. Thank you very much. Thanks. It's a bit heavy. And the last I spoke to Christy, he doesn't live in Australia, he lives in Canada, and I love him. And he said, I still carry your little poem around with me in my wallet, and I think there might be some therapy and healing in that, I hope.